Hello, my name is Abe, and welcome back to Slay the Spire. I almost called it Downfall. Poverty. Enemies and treasure chests drop 25% less gold. Level 3 random. It's the Silent. I like how it just gives you a snapshot of the character. You know what to expect before you even see Niao. We're fighting the ceremonial beast, which I think means we're at the top. Yeah, overgrowth as opposed to the underworld. Add one Niao's Fury to your deck. Deal 10 damage, put 2 random cards from your discard pile into your hand. Exhaust. One day we've got to take that card, but I kind of like Silver Crucible. The first 3 cards are upgraded, you skip a chest. I stand by the idea that in Slay the Spire 2, it feels like cards are a little more important than relics. So I feel like we don't necessarily need all of the relics. We can skip one and just get a bunch of upgraded cards. Now there is a good 3 elite path I like on the left. 3 combats, possible 4th. We can get some cards, get cards upgraded, hit a question mark, head on up. Does highlighting over the legend still highlight the nodes? That it does, but I also like marking the map. Like I've got the ability to draw on the map. I kind of want to draw on the map. Okay, still take none. Nibbit, very much your standard jawworm fight from 1. Mother of Zerg, welcome. Hello, your standard yelly self. How you doing today? This just in, I hate NVIDIA. Now, is this because your graphics driver isn't working correctly, or you saw the amazing new advancements in DLSS 5 AI image generation? Blade Dance, 4 shivs exhaust. I don't like that it exhausts. I think I'd rather take a dash. Damage and block. That's really good efficiency early. 4 energy for the cost of 2. Heal 21, or remove a card from your deck, but lose 11 health. This is a tough one. Card removal is really nice. Like removing a strike here, I mean, we would heal for 14. Nah, let's remove a card. Let's remove a card. We'll be fine. When this video comes out, people will already be past NVIDIA. Well, maybe. I have an AMD GPU, says Mother of Zerg. So do I, but that's because this graphics card was $400 instead of $4,000, so. Snakebite, retain, apply 10 poison. Infinite blades. You know, I have been taking shivs more to try to play around with the shivs, but maybe a poison run could work here. And a snakebite, some enemies do attack every single turn, some enemies don't, and then you can delay and stack up big poison. Let's try a snakebite. Maybe we'll try to do a poison thing. Or you can just apply 10 poison immediately. I feel like with dash, this is a good run for, if we can, getting a well-laid plans. Shivs gain retain, shivs do an additional 12 damage. That's real good. But also escape plan is real good, and backflip is real good too. Take an escape plan. If we do poison, we're gonna want the extra block on skills. This is funny because if we're going poison, we don't need strength. So I'm going to take the gold. Our health is looking a little low, but I'm gonna upgrade neutralize. We're gonna go all in on this run. forget what your debuff is, but I can kill you way faster. And now Gigantification, triple damage. That is 39 damage on a dash. So hopefully we can find... Oh my god. Freaking frail. Hopefully we can find a good opportunity on like one of the upcoming elites or something. Weaken you, snakebite you. We're now vulnerable and not frail, which arguably is better. I think it rounds a little bit better in the player's favor. Footwork, perfect. Deadly poison is also really nice, but a footwork, just for better block, I'll take it. The appendix actually isn't a useless organ, says Mother of Zerg. I mean, I read that, I just don't understand it. Do you have appendicitis? Is that what I'm supposed to gather? In which case, well, that sucks. I'm sorry. I don't know. What's the implication here? I would really like to get back to snakebite, but it is in the discard pile. I'll take one. The infections are gonna suck here. I should not have drawn. Although if the poison kills you, I wonder if the enemies will be stunned. It might just be Doom that does that. No, they're still stunned. Okay, perfect. Okay, terrible draw. I will pop the potion to kill him in one hit with a dash. Well, this is just so perfect though. No, I will pop a potion to kill one of them in one hit with a dash. Because a strike will kill you. And we get perfect block. Okay, just wait for snakebite and dash to show up again, hopefully. Well, you retain, so... Good. If I can get out of this with 29 HP, that would be quite nice. Right, that was not a dash. I only drew because I thought we had dash, not snakebite. I had the wrong card in my brain. If you did not play any attacks during your turn, gain block. That's fine. Discard your hand, next turn attacks deal double damage, Shadow Step. Pinpoint and attack. Deals damage and costs less for each skill played. And then Phantom Blades yet again. Well, we're gonna want to play some attacks. Pinpoint seems pretty okay. Especially with an escape plan. It's some damage. Could have tripled the strike, maybe. Discard your hand next turn, attacks deal double damage. It's either pinpoint or nothing. I think I'm gonna go for pinpoint. Empty! Oh, you scale. But it's not a bad turn one. We get to hold snakebite. You know what? I'm just gonna play it. This guy can be kind of annoying due to his one strength every turn. Each skill. One skill. I mean, it's worth defend, defend, pinpoint. It's worth more than 1 dash, but only just. All right, that's fine. Shuffle all your cards, draw 5. Lucky Fish, Burst is a great snake bite combo target. I know we should probably rest, but how can I not upgrade Burst? Oh, because we're fighting this guy. Yeah, okay, that'll do it. This is a just terrible turn 1. You know what? Shuffle. It's still a pretty terrible turn 1, even with, oh my god. What the hell? Oh, Burst, there you are, thank you. Well, we can get a pinpoint and a double snake bite, or double defend and then a pinpoint, but also dash is like enough block. Just gonna hit you, put up a big chunk of block, and then wait. Okay. I can do the same thing. I really want to get the snake bite out there. Can I afford to take 18? Can we afford not to? Can we stall this fight long enough? We've got good defense. I mean, I can take no damage. $36. I think we just block. He's weak. He's weak for a long time. 14 block plus poison. Okay, let's get 14 block plus poison. And then we didn't play an attack, so we got 4 more block in Ripple Basin, went in there and did something. Okay, we took like 4 damage. That wasn't that bad. Ashen Rand says BRB later. BRB! Enemies drop more gold. Dodge and roll, sucker punch, slice. Common, 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 not interested. Science has found it isn't useless like we thought it was for so long. I feel like I remember reading that a long time ago. It doesn't do much, but it does do something. Lose gold, transform 2 cards. Yes. Double strike. Corrosive Wave. When you draw a card this turn, apply poison to all enemies, and flechettes. Deals damage for each skill in your hand. Okay. Divine Shambhala. Well, I can apply poison by drawing 1 card. We're not... We haven't built around a draw run yet. But maybe we can get there. I need energy so I can play Snakebite. Probably would have been better to just take the 7 poison card instead of the 10 retain. But that's okay. Attacks are more expensive. All right, we'll take 5. We'll rest before this boss. This boss has the problem of sometimes you just can't put up enough block when you can only play 1 card, so we should have some capability of killing this ceremonial beast. So yeah, let's get 1 deadly poison. And let's upgrade that. I meant to rest! As I did it, I was like, this feels wrong. Oh my god. Well, that was silly of me. I don't know why I did that. I just forgot. Well, we have 9 health. Surely that'll be enough. at 150 health. So I 100% can roll you. You're not getting rolled right now. If I wait, well, if I put 7 poison, you'll be at 21. Okay, I think I just hit you. We're gonna try to stack up as much poison as we can. Perfect. Now, we just need to survive 1 turn. I have a dash. Okay, perfect. I told you upgrading was worth it. I told you, you didn't believe me. Fruit juice. Burst, accelerant, and assassinate. Accelerant just seems like the good option here. Assassinate if we were doing like shivs. We already have a burst. Yeah, accelerant. The Hive with Eyeball Boss and Knowledge Demon. How to remember the name. We have 500 gold. Infection, Blight, take and go. Upon pickup, upgrade 6 random cards. You may re-roll each card reward once. Neutralize becomes a suppress. Innate, deal 17 damage, apply 5 weak. I love the fact that the signature cards have a new form. This is interesting. This is really good. I like the picture too. Not bursting the burst. If we get another burst, I'll add it. So weak 5. I don't have any other way of making an enemy weak. So weak 5 is pretty good. And it doesn't exhaust. It'll come back around, and for 0, we get weak 5 and 17 damage out of it. That's pretty good. Tooth is such a fun relic. The only other one I've seen was dual cast became quad cast, and I had it on a dark run. So I was, for 0 energy, quad casting dark orbs. It was excellent. One thing that I also hope is, I hope as the game gets further developed, the art gets a little bit higher res. It seems weirdly low resolution. I don't know if it's because I'm playing on a 1440 screen, but it does feel like the art could be a little higher quality. I like this route on the right. The bash upgrade is good. You know what? I've never seen the bash upgrade. Gotta do it like this. Although, with pinpoint, I forgot that it would lower in cost. Maybe we could have done it without... whatever. Perhaps we could have done it without playing it like that, but it doesn't matter. "26 poison. Now, a pre-upgraded prepared plus, I like. I think I'm okay with that. Just as some way of getting some draw discard. I'm totally fine with that. Suppress. Dash. Deadly poison. I forget that this guy always attacks on turn 1. I feel like he only steals your card. No, he hits you. Jaxie asks, Abe, did you by chance catch Chris's run yesterday with Sunday with 4 regions? Yes and no. I know he played a run with 4 regions. I didn't actually sit down and watch it though, because I was busy. Perhaps one day I'll join him on that adventure. The next skill is 0, Pounce. Not what we're looking for. I imagine it would be nonsense, because any forge could apply to other people if you get that one specific relic. Having the suppress does mean we don't get ripple basin value, but I think I'm fine with that. Dude, we need better cards in hand. That'll do. Roll up. I love that this guy is just a big louse. Dash gives us enough. 5 and 4 gives us enough, because we haven't played an attack. Trying to pay attention to Rippled Basin. 4 free block every turn is still block. Another footwork. I mean, I would add it. We can be defensive with poison. Gain a colorless card or choose one of 5 random cards. Sometimes the colorless is just terrible. Sometimes it's great. Let's go for it. Play 2 random cards from your draw pile. Catastrophe. I do like Catastrophe. Ultimate Defend is also pretty good. No attacks, draw is good. Dump the strikes, we only have dash and flechettes. And suppress, but it's free. We can burst Catastrophe. Okay, I gotta take it. Oh, we're not gonna play it on this fight though. Don't think we need Accelerate. Deadly Poison Strike does get a kill, but then we're taking damage. But you're only doing 6. It might be worth a little bit more to get some defense. I hate this elite. Because he never takes a turn off, ever. Just constant aggression. Which means it's really hard to find an opening to actually be aggressive yourself. So we would get a footwork and a defend for free. It even happened in the right order. We're still taking damage, but I need to deal damage at some point, so I will pinpoint. That's another 6 damage. It's like a good turn, still takes 6 damage. Oh man, do you Catastrophe and just hope for randomness? We got a burst. Burst is nice. Oh my god, this asshole. Okay, 15. We're not doing that yet. We're not doing this. 9. Defend. And let's get some poison out there. God, how much? We're still taking 11 damage on that turn. Of course you don't draw a block. And this guy is just healing. We might just die right here because this is a pain in the ass of a fight. Oh my god. I have no potions either. $17 block. Okay, we'll take 1. I just don't have the because he respawns, I just don't have the ability to kill him fast enough. Okay, we're still taking, 10? This is probably the hardest elite to fight here, though, which is a pain. Defend and a strike. We can survivor and pinpoint. Come on! And he makes you weak the whole time, which is great. We didn't get any skills. We got none. We got no, nada, zero, zilch skills off of that. Pain in the ass. It's like, how can we even live at this? Okay, we can put up 18 block, which means we take none. So I will hit you for 9, and then put up 18 block. I need, like, any energy. Turn over turn. This guy in the middle has 8 strength. But we're dead. Like, I can't live through this turn. We have to, like, burst a defend with catastrophe to survive. We got an escape plan defend. Oh, deadly poison doesn't even do it. It had to have been snake bite. All right, well. We just lost like 70 health on this guy. What a pain in the ass. All right, fair enough, fair enough. We just need more AoE, I guess. Although corrosive wave, applying poison to all enemy would have been okay, but we only have like very minimal draw. But maybe corrosive wave with escape plan and prepared being 0 cost would have done enough right there. I misread the card. I thought it was 3 poison to a random enemy. It's 3 poison to all enemies, which does make it a little bit better. But clearly, if we're going to fight any elites on Act 2, we have to take this fight into account. Because we have to be able to block 20 damage per turn minimum and also do 160 damage to enemies within 2 turns. And then they heal up to like 75 health. So, arise! The architect wakes up from the longest of slumbers. The sleep was Paul, not the sheep. Memories return in fragments and his surroundings are alien. He is not who he once was. When you rest, get a potion. When you exhaust, 5 cards, draw 1. You cannot lose more than 20 health in a single turn. The Beating Revenant. That's fun. Yeah, I know. More of this stuff. All right, let's do that again. Another silent. I don't know why I just played more music there. Gain a card reward and a random potion. 1 of 2 colorless. Treasure chest is empty. I'm going to take that option again because I do like it. Now, there is a quad elite path if we feel like we're up for the challenge, or a triple elite path with more question marks. We can skip this one if we want. Yeah, I'm gonna, although there's only 1 rest. Is there a better path of resting? Well, if I go this way, it's 1 elite and a shop. Let's go the rougher route. Username says, the right one is really cool, I just never get it. You can't lose more than 20 health. It seems like a fun one. 20 health is a lot though, but it does, it prevents you from taking 1 lethal hit and then dying at least. Man, the draw on this fight has sucked. Sucked. But I might be able to kill you. Nope. Next turn? Hey, a strike and a defend. Or I'll strike and a neutralize. Cloak and Dagger, Piercing Wail, Footwork. Cloak and Dagger is a little block with a little bit of free damage. We can build around shivs. Somewhat energy efficient. The only negative I can see on this one is thorns. Just don't play the shivs, or Act 2 Daze boss when you hit him. Footwork is just a nice power, but Cloak and Dagger is a little bit of both. A little bit of defense and a little bit of offense. An attack, sharp, or a skill, block. That's probably going to be Cloak and Dagger for more block. Angel App says, I left for 2 minutes, what happened? I died on an elite. The worm boss that eats his own ass. He's a tough boss. He's probably the hardest one for floor 2. Because the other boss for floor 2, he's just a floating triangle, and then you just hit him and nothing happens. And then the other one is when you hit him, you get dazes, but my deck was entirely skills, so it would have been fine. Acrobatics, leading strike, Memento Mori. It feels like we're building around Shivs. Damn that thing. It's the hardest elite for floor 2. Deal 5 additional damage for each discarded card. I only have Survivor. I guess we'll take leading strike for Shivs, but I do want a Shiv enabler / I want to find a little bit more defense. And honestly, a little bit more offense, because just 4 damage Shivs aren't enough. A block potion. Another Cloak and Dagger. All right, well, that's what we're doing in the deck, I suppose. It's a Shiv deck. I'll take it. Remove a card for 11 health, or heal 14. Let's remove a strike, because we're going very heavy in Shivs, it feels. So I just need vulnerability now and more Shiv damage. We will take 1 damage on this turn. I hate getting the statuses, but this is fine. If I kill the enemy at 1 energy, then I can spend my other energy on this turn killing the little guy, so it's not that bad. Probably you next. $10, 22. Sorry, hold on. 18. We're taking 18 damage incoming. Block potion is a block for 8. I'll do it. Well, I didn't get what I wanted out of that turn. Way too many blocks, but that's fine. Jackets, welcome. How you doing? Just got my 2nd win against Kronos and my first topside win in Hades 2. I remember that game. Hades 2 is great. But lately, Slay the Spire 2 has been on my mind. How have you been, Jackets? Jackets. I've joined the massive amount of people in the world playing Spire just because I love it so much, even though it's in early access. I avoided Hades 2 in early access. Spire I need to get my grubby little hands into. Poison Stab, Sucker Punch, Ricochet. On slide, deal damage to a random enemy. We're not really building into a discard deck, we're mostly building into Shivs, and these don't really interest me. I will Smith, and probably upgrade Neutralize. Let's see. I will take 2. This elite's also annoying for Act 1, but he's not that bad. The scaling sucks, but he doesn't do that much damage on his weak turns, as long as you have weakness. Okay, 38 damage. It's gonna be a lot of Shivs. This was not that bad at all. The weakness upgrade ended up being really, really nice for us. Bag of prep. Whenever you play a card, deal damage to a random enemy. Serpent form. Well, it is a buff on shivs. But you don't have to play it with shivs. You can play it on like a infinite draw discard deck. It's expensive as hell, but it does synergize with what we're doing somewhat, so I will take it. Pom-pom boss. We could be a bit risky going for elites. What are the other elites? Empty chests? I took a relic. Made my chest empty. 68-inch pianist says, I've gone from what's the fuss about, this is just more Slay the Spire, to this is awesome, this is more Slay the Spire over a few hours of playing it. It's more Slay the Spire, but also they've changed up the feel of the game just enough that it's super interesting to go into and experience. You know, we can talk all about the balance of the game later on once we've had more time to play more runs of it, but right now it is just fun. Sorry, what are we doing? All right, left to a shop or right for combat? Let's give it a go. 2 jawworms. I need a little bit more energy to play this on a turn like this. Should have played the Cloak and Dagger. Just missed it. Well, I might as well hit you. We'll take 1 damage. Hello, Quark. Hello. Ooh, that's a lot of damage, but I can kill you and take none. I wish I could roll over the energy for the serpent form. What we need is, like, we need that relic that makes a 2 energy retain in your hand, and then the other relic that gives you 3 wishes, and then we can, like, merge them together. That's what we need. Deal damage to all enemies, add a shiv, leading strike, back flip. I can probably add 1 backflip. Hello! Perfect time for a serpent form. Because we drew it on turn 1, I'm not going to worry about buffing it with a potion. I think that was an okay turn. I don't think I need to take damage here. I'm gonna defend. Dunkung, 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 and just keep hitting him. Gotta go eat. Have a good evening, jackets. Enjoy your eat. Yeah, just playing cards doing damage is really nice. Easy fight. Pen nib. Knife trap. This is insane. It's literally how you can go insanely overkill with shivs. It's stupid, and I love it, and I'm gonna take it because it's great. Dude, I'm gonna serpent form again. That's a lot of damage if you draw it on turn 1. The one that puts Sly on them. That's interesting, Angel Apps. That's a good point. You can put Sly on a card to make it cheaper to play. If I get the opportunity, I will definitely think about doing that. I mean, I don't know if we need another Cloak and Dagger, but they are really good right now. I think at this point what we really want is, we want more of those powers that buff the shivs that you play. If we can find them, that'll be perfect. This gets a kill. It's a good block. Every time I see these enemies, that was pen nib. Every time I see these enemies, I think that we're going to be fighting the slippery boss, but he's not here right now. I will definitely regen. Knife trap upgraded is probably what we're looking for. Could also pop this on serpent form. I mean, this kills him with the knife trap. Third, absolutely. So let's pop the potion. If I kill them on this turn and they are stunned, I won't be able to play serpent form next turn. Otherwise, I'll be taking 12. If we don't need to upgrade knife trap, let's not worry about it, because we're going to get 2 shivs for 8 plus 20. It's 28. It's not enough. Okay. End turn before they get stunned. No, they get stunned. A little bit of poison is nice just because you can kill them next turn. Mercury Hourglass doing a good job as well. So Knife Trap will kill one. And then we only take 1. Leading Strike also kills 1. And then we take none. And we're trying to get value out of this heal. What a great draw. Fantastic. Wonderful. It was a 17 damage turn because I drew no blocks. Gotta love these infections. Great card, by the way. Everyone loves a good infection. Anchor, really good. Tactician, even. Maybe we can discard and play a serpent form, but footwork is just too good. Especially with all these cloaks and daggers. Cloaks and daggers. Okay, I don't know when we're gonna have time to play that power, but hopefully we find a time for it. That was a casual 30 block. Now, will Knife Trap pen nib? That's my question. It'll play 4 shivs. Let's see. Or I could block. The block is probably better. Even though, it says play every shiv, they're probably not all going to pen nib. It'll probably go, only one of them pen nibs and the other ones count up, right? I'm just gonna block. Like, you can keep hitting me, I don't care, dude. Okay, Serpent Form, I'm also realizing, might be a bit slow. Because if I'm not finding the time to play it, when will I play it? It's a little expensive on the energy front. Thankfully, I have this footwork, because it's doing a lot to protect us from the damage. So now it's 10 shivs. Let's neutralize Knife Trap. So it did increment Pen Nib around. It used 1 on 1 shiv, and then 9 shivs got us back to 9 out of 10. You know what? It's pretty funny. I like it. And that Knife Trap being an infinitely scaling card is pretty absurd. Just draw it and then kill him. Play 15 shivs. I'll play 15 shivs. Every shiv is a card for Serpent form. Okay, so this can work pretty well. Dude, even like a double the block gain this turn. That's a lot of block, but like another Knife Trap. If we can create enough shivs that we can one-tap one of the segments of the Worm Boss, then you just Knife Trap one of them, Knife Trap the other one, right? Oh, yeah. Those trinkets are adorable. These ones? I got some good trinkets. Oh no, the inklets. Sorry, I misread that. Inklets are pretty cute. Kind of out of place. They're made of paint in this weird, real world. Do we need a second one? It certainly doesn't hurt, but username says, I swear when I take Shadow Meld, I draw on turns without block. That's my worry exactly, is that if we don't have a lot of block gain or a need to block, this is worthless. But we already have good block with dexterity. So I feel like either another Knife Trap, so that once you get enough shivs, you can just play it as lethal, or dare I suggest a Nightmare? Because I do like Nightmare. I mean, a second Knife Trap is fine. A Shadow Meld can be good. I just don't think we have the draw to make it happen. We're not a draw deck. We're a block deck. Because we have 3 Cloak and Daggers and a Leading Strike. So if we get through our deck, we get 1, 2, 3, 4, let's say this is upgraded, 5, 6, 7 shivs that we can then double down with on Knife Trap. How much block do we have in the deck? Lots of Cloak and Daggers. I guess we do have a lot of Cloak and Daggers which give us block, right? I'll take Shadow Meld. The Hive. It's the worm boss who eats us, and everyone's favorite, Darv. It's Darv, everybody. You can no longer gain gold, gain energy at the start of each turn. At the start of your turn, draw 2 cards, start confused. I would say no. Transform all strikes and defends. Yes. I wish we had a egg, but we don't have any egg. But sure. We get Haze, Knife Trap, Escape Plan, Accuracy, Backstab, Dagger Throw, Serpent Form, Expertise, and Storm of Steel. We need blocks. Our deck is now kind of weird. So I want to look for upgrades and shops. Because if we go left here, there's so much combat on the way up. But right, some question marks, an upgrade, or skip. Because we need to fix this deck. What the hell? 2 Serpent Throws. I have only like 4 blocks now, and I have so many cards to upgrade. I mean, we can get heavy upgrades left at the cost of 4 combats, then we can skip a lot of it at the end. You know what? We need to get the upgrades. Thankfully, we start with a little block. This is so scuffed, though. Like, this is not what I was hoping for. Hey, though, we got an accuracy out of it. I'm happy about that. Play 2 shivs. Play 4 shivs. Is it lose health? It deals damage. What poisoned you? Well-laid plans. Pre-upgraded. Gotta take it. Okay, we have block. Oh, sly poison. That's what did it. We have block. We need more block. We don't need any more than this. No reason to play Shadow Meld. Nectar Bug needs to go first. Might as well make another Shiv for another Knife Trap. Play 3 shivs? You know, honestly, I'd rather play 2, hold this, and then play 3. Well, 5. Okay, so far, it seems okay. But we have a lot to do in this deck, good God. We're taking 4 damage, that's nothing. Serpent Form seems fine. Serpent Form's a good card. Oh, Toxic. Ugh. Although it's just take 5 damage, so we can block it. We do deal a lot of damage quickly. I just miss having my defense already. I'll take it. That was a pretty good use of Shadow Meld. We got a lot of block out of that. Piercing Whale hand trick. Gain block, add Sly to a skill in your hand this turn. It's a block, it's upgraded, it works with discarding. I will take it. I don't think I've ever seen this fight. Add Sly to a skill in your hand. That's probably gonna be a cloak. Although I didn't do my turn correctly, so I didn't actually get the ability to discard it. That's fine. Look, whatever. Well, I got nothing to do. I guess I'll take 5. That was a misplay. Okay, you're dead. You're dead. We need to get rid of that Sly poison. It's useless. Speedster, when you draw, deal 2 damage to all enemies. A leg sweep, we need to take blocks. I don't care what they are. Oh, screw you. Okay, we need to get good things out immediately. Do we want a Serpent Form? Because it's our whole turn. Otherwise, I can accuracy, Cloak and Dagger, footwork, hand trip, escape plan. I think we need to get some damage done. This elite is the thing I dread. Well, I hope that we have a better deck for it. I don't know. We have Mercury Hourglass. That's something. We have scaling thanks to Knife Trap, so at the very least, we can just wait long enough and this thing will kill everything. Like, that's fine, but we're weak, so I'd rather just well-laid plans. This guy making you weak is also a pain in the ass, but this whole fight is a pain in the ass. So Leg Sweep is 16 block. If I Shadow Meld it, we get tons. Could also Dagger Throw Haze for a little bit of poison. I mean, this is enough block on its own, so let's do that, and then we will dump a Haze. Kind of just waiting for Knife Trap to be a KO. We're not weak. So now it is 8 damage per shiv times 4 shivs. But I could also get another shiv. But it does kill anything, so if I want to kill you, I can kill you. Well, I guess the problem is with the poison build, it's really hard to kill this guy with targeted poison cards, isn't it? Because this is working a lot better. You know, that does kill an enemy, so we'll put the poison on him. God, you're not quite dead. That's fine. A Cloak and Dagger and a Knife Trap will kill you. Okay. In the end, that wasn't that bad. Shivs gain retain. The first Shiv each turn does 9 additional damage. I think we want to overwhelm with shivs. We don't care about the shivs having more damage individually. I just want a lot of shivs. Now. God, there's so much in the deck to upgrade. Christ. Knife Trap is nice. Get some upgraded shivs. Dolls. Random doll, 1 of 2 dolls, 1 of 3 dolls. I think we had Bing Bong last time. Let's do 1 of 2. At the start of your turn, deal damage equal to the turn number to all enemies. Whenever you play an attack, gain 1 block. It's perfect. Daughter of the Wind. It's like a Wind Waker character. White Bee statue. Potions appear after every combat. I think we will fight this elite. I think we will... Let's upgrade Shadow Meld, because energy's a problem. This is the dude we just want to hit him. And ideally not take 22. Neutralizes free energy, which means we can probably play Serpent Form. We can definitely play Serpent Form. And getting 1 block per attack will mean that the Storm of Steel is good block, and also the Knife Trap is going to be like 10 block, 20 block, 30 block. It'll just scale. Well, we got a couple of shivs. I had that with an after image and a shiv build. I got so much block. I'm hoping to get a lot of block from this. This, on the other hand, let's double the block that we gain. Gain a lot of block. Do we want a big draw? Yes. Because I want Cloak and Dagger. Thank you. Oh, buddy. Also, Shadow Meld should give me more block per attack. Yep, it does. That's awesome. Every 5 times you exhaust a card, draw 1 card. That'll work well with shivs. Okay. Shadow Step could work well here. I just don't think we need it, and we have so much to upgrade already. I really can't afford to. So we need blocks to be way better. But let's also make Cloak and Dagger, have another Shiv. Hello, friend. You know, it's a good serpent form. Really? All right, let's gain 12 block. This is why we have way too many non-blocks in the deck since we lost all of our defense. But we can output a ton of damage with our attacks. Okay, finally we get to a shop. I will remove Sly from Haze. Blade of Ink. Whenever you play an attack, you gain 2 strength this turn. So Blade of Ink with Knife Trap is just scaling damage as you play your shivs, but we already play a lot of shivs. Do we need Blade of Ink? The first attack or skill you play each turn is placed on top of your draw pile. Start with Strength is nice. Enchant attacks. I don't care about attacks. But I'll take the Strength. Add 3 upgraded shivs into your hand. You know, it's a good way of just getting the ball rolling, but we already have max potions. Do we really need our shivs to deal more damage? I mean, no, but you could make them deal more damage. We could, but I worry about too many non-blocks in a deck and non-shivs in the deck. Right? We also already have 2 serpent forms, so the shivs already do 8 more damage, plus 4 from accuracy, so they already do 12 more damage per shiv. Do we need them to do 2 strength per shiv we attack with? No. We're already using this as an infinitely scaling kill card. I don't need it to kill more, I just need it to kill faster. Which means more shivs and block, not more strength per shiv per attack. Like, it'll matter more the more shivs we play, but if we play enough shivs, it already doesn't matter. That's my thinking. So I think it's also tempting to get neutralize every turn by playing it as your first attack or skill. But probably not necessary. So I think I'm going to... I just don't think we need it. Like, another backflip might be nice. And I don't think we need 2 foot or 3 footworks, especially not upgraded, but another backflip would be acceptable. It's not upgraded though, but we have an expertise, we have a dagger throw. Expertise I don't like. The best thing you could say about Blade of Ink is that you can retain it with well-laid plans. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna maybe take a backflip. And then let's upgrade. What becomes really good on an upgrade? More weakness? I can get down with that. But I need, like... Oh, this is a great serpent form. I wish we could play well-laid plans. I wish we could, like... remove 5 cards at the next ancient. That would be perfect. No blocks. Well, I can make you weak. That is worth 1 block, I suppose. Enemies deal 30% less damage, flex potion for strength. I might just pump 1 frantic escape. We take 9. This is fine. Also, if we just play enough cards, eventually Serpent Form will kill. Oh, I didn't want to draw. Forgot about when you exhaust cards, you draw. Well, let's... I mean, Knife Trap will do a decent amount of damage, but we're not going to kill him until we shuffle. So Footwork keeps us in it for a little bit longer. Leg Sweep loses Sly. Good to know. We're just going to build up shivs and attack, build up block. We do need a Sand Pit, though. Thankfully, we have one. Okay, we have tons of frantic escapes. Don't eat me! You can't eat me. I refuse. I never said you could eat me. Let me pop a potion on. Oh, he's already weak. Honestly, at this point, like, we're just gonna kill him with Shadow or with Serpent Form. We didn't even play Blade Dance, Knife Trap. Your next attack deals triple damage. Another Knife Trap! No, Assassinate does seem pretty nice now. Also, weak enemies take double damage. Seems pretty good. Applying damage and vulnerability with an innate card, though. Like, we have burst damage. I want to kill enemies quickly. I think Assassinate even over tracking. The Queen. And Glory. And I always forget your name. What is your name? Tanks. Transform cards into Maul. Every 4 cards you play, draw. Gain energy. Each turn powers cost more. I think drawing when you play cards. We can get a lot of draw out of playing cards, theoretically. So Assassinate. Assassinate. Especially with that opening backstab. That's a decent amount of damage. I did this a little incorrectly. If I had done this in a different order, I think I could have killed him, but he is still dead. I mean, we can get a lot of shivs and a lot of draw, and then also we draw when we exhaust cards, so there's a lot of draw happening. Which does make Storm of Steel a very good card now. If we don't like our hand, discard our hand, we'll draw more. You know, I think another backstab works with the vulnerability that we have. We need more than vulnerability 1, but I mean, we could Serpent Form immediately. All we need now is Nunchuck. Nunchuck would be perfect. Stormer of Steel might give you more block than some of your block cards. I mean, it's only 1 block per shiv. It's not a lot. It's pretty good, but it's not that much. Okay, energy. Energy every turn, energy on your second turn, minus energy on turn 1. This is so interesting. I can't buy both, or can I? 35. I can barely buy both. I don't really need this much energy though, but we would have 1 energy turn 1, 4 energy every other turn, but also 6 energy on turn 2. I mean, we have the burst damage to kind of make the bread work. Removal would be nice, but maybe we just want to fix the energy after turn 1. And then lean on potions to keep us alive on turn 1. Okay, so 1 energy, but we have block and we have built-in damage. Okay, we haven't taken damage yet. Played 0 shivs. Now we have 6 energy. Okay. It's pen nib. Should have used it on leading strike then. We also gain block by attacking, so that turn 1 is actually better than even I thought. I mean, this is working. Accuracy, hand trick, knife trap, cloak and dagger, storm of steel. What is happening? It takes so long for them to arrive. They're dying in the air. On the plus side, you can play both serpent forms on turn 2. If I draw them, yes. Gain energy, yes. We're gonna keep that potion. Okay, who are you? You're not the etherealizers, you're just dude who does some damage. If we're gonna have an early boss, dude that does some damage is a good one. We got out of the turn 1 with 32 block and we took no damage. That's good. We're gonna take 4 damage here. Let's pop a potion. Because we can. I feel like, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm feeling like with the buffs to shivs, shivs are better in Slay the Spire 2 than poison. Is it the case that Megacrit said people prefer poison, more people prefer poison to shivs in 1? We're gonna mix it up, we're gonna really, really buff shivs? Because it feels like they've really, really buffed the shivs. When you play skills, do 5 damage to all enemies. You're a pain in the butt because I can't debuff you. But, still gonna play it. You may be able to kill the queen without killing the torch head. That's the plan. Usually I just go for her because it's easy, but we don't need to. Poison just doesn't do that much damage without the card that makes it tick 3 times a turn. I feel like it also might be the case that poison is not good for AoE, and you run into that problem with, like what we had with that boss, that elite that killed us. Like, we just couldn't do as much damage as we needed to do, but it's gonna be a lot of shivs. You know what, let's Serpent Form this. Oh, and well-laid plans it. But the shivs, kind of by design, allow you somewhat AoE because you can pick and choose who you're targeting. Maybe that's it? I did have a couple of cards that would AoE poison that maybe could have done a little bit more. Is Catalyst in Slay the Spire 2? Don't know. Haven't seen it. Blade Dance. That's a good way of getting the shivs going. And then I'm just gonna go question marks. Strike Dummy for Kunai. Tingsha. Cheap Weirdo Shop. Start next combat with 1 energy. Sure. Thank you, friend. That's actually good. Thank you. Could have done this a little bit differently. Zenvenom 2, but 2 energy for 1 poison isn't that good. Yeah, I think, is it 2 energy for 1 or 2 energy for 2 on upgrade? I can't remember. It's also rare, unless it's uncommon now. I think it's rare though. Speedster, Leg Sweep, Hand Trick. Nah, don't need them. All right, let's rest, just in case. 2 energy for 1, it goes up to 2 on upgrade. 2 energy for 2 on a Shiv in order to do poison? Does Specimen exist in Slay the Spire 2, says Quark? Good question, I don't know. I haven't thought about that one. There's a few that I haven't thought of, apparently. I don't think we needed to rest. All right, well, this turn kind of sucks, but there you go. Should have played the shivs, I guess. Tons of energy. That's a positive. Let's get some shivs out. Yeah, I'll play it. Thank you for the draw! Gain 27 block! We have so much draw on the deck right now. Speaking of draw, do we want to draw or just make more shivs? We have enough energy, let's draw. Yeah, okay, that works. I should have just discarded that, we had enough block. Hey, well-laid plans, thank you. Well, Knife Trap is lots of damage. We might kill the queen. Gotcha. I have too many cards. That was a lot of damage. Yeah, dude, shivs are better than poison. There's enough ways to build into the shivs now. And it's not just blade trap, knife trap. Keep wanting to call it blade dance. It's not just Knife Trap. It's having more access to ways of buffing your shivs. It's having Serpent Form. Well, I can't say Serpent Form is a 10 out of 10 when I poo-poo on Envenom. But Envenom still existing is nice. It's having the power that makes it so that the first shiv you play each turn does additional damage. Assassinate. Expose. I do feel like the attacks are better synergistical in Slay the Spire 2 and less punishing. There's the one elite in Act 2 who will add a daze to your deck. Any enemy that has thorns, it's temporary. Any enemy that, there's no enemy that limits the number of cards you can play in a turn or hurts you for each card that you play. Like, there's none of that immediate shiv countering stuff that exists. And so honestly, having that burst damage out of shivs, it feels better than that burst damage out of poison, especially when you also have to deal with AoEs. Like, the AoE fights just were easy here. It was good. It was a good run. So, granted, I only had a couple of poison cards, but I think Snakebite costing 2 was a little excessive. Deadly Poison, apply 7 poison was a little slow for the Decimillipede fight that we had. And I mean, compare that here, we took no damage this time around. Arguably, yes, we had a better deck, but that was also immediately after we transformed all of our strikes into fens. We still took no damage. And the poison run was just way too slow about it. Even had a couple of footworks in the deck. Catastrophe, which was a little meh. Yeah. Much better run this time around. For those of you on YouTube, hey, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe for more. Check me out on Twitch for when I go live, support the channel at the various links below in the video description, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of Slay the Spire 2.